time. How y'all feeling today?
Great!
This was kind of
I don't see it, by the way, I do have the old one.
To happen. So, without any further delay, I'm going to bring up Gypsy to talk about one of the 10 big ideas that's come to life.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
A little bit more lively. Good evening.
County is going after a $9 million grant from the federal government to build an incubator on 4th Street in the Innovation District. And the application is due August 30th, and we are on track to submit the application by deadline. So please make sure that you stay aware and listening to what's the development strategy for the new incubator in St. Petersburg.
How, everything we've been talking about this evening, how it all ties in is we, talk about the CRA and other initiatives, the gas plant district. Well, we want to have a seat at the table. We want to have a voice as a one community. So the idea was that we come together and basically take change in our own hands, right? So we put our dollars, next to our opinions and, and other things, and we make change in the community. One here? All right. Good looking group. And so we just read the petite bio, so what we like to do now is have each of the panelists maybe share a little bit about what you do in your field of practice. And to make it easy, we'll just start with you. So what is it that you do in your field of practice? All right. Hello, everyone. What I do is I work with families, individuals. A lot of what I do, we work with, we do a lot of retirement planning. Right?
The zoning, are we going to do anything about the zoning on Southside St. Pete?
I hope so. The most particular ones are allowing accessory dwelling units. Currently, they're only allowed if that lot is 5,800 square feet, which the vast majority of lots in the south side are not. We're meeting tonight, and there's several more meetings. If we can get it to 4,500 square feet, we can open up thousands of opportunities there. There are also going to be an opportunity for creating a new zoning category, which would allow the multifamily infill again, which we did, is how we built originally the city.
Co-op launching. 6 proposals for Tangerine Plaza RFP. Catchlight launching in Pinellas Technical College. What's another good news thing coming up? Well, the design project for Tropicana Field redevelopment. Business League something or other. And I can't think of others off the top of my head, but trust me when I say there's a lot of news happening in this community that we're barely keeping up with, that most people haven't heard of.
Would we do like sports and like entertainment and stuff like that, news for local artists and some of the artists that we have that are getting bigger platforms as well?
Like Aisha's song?
Corey's working on a separate thing, and I wonder, because this one was economic development related news. There's something called the B-Side Project that is in motion, which is supposed to be that type of general who got drafted to the NFL and so-and-so won a national award and all of this other news that happens in the community that's not being broadcast. That's my take. I think there's enough economic news to do this 4-minute clip just on that.
What about entrepreneurs that want to highlight their individual businesses to offer to the public their services?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
How often would they do a new commercial shoot?
Well, we said every other week.
Every other week. That's good because you can have a spotlight of an entrepreneur each time.
Yeah.
How far in advance would the entrepreneur have to disseminate the information to the
I think it would be up to the community.
I'm going to say, so your production cycle, so if you're
Bonds, if the project was more than $150,000. It used to be the city required all projects over $100,000. I know at least when I was on council, we were able to push that back to the state law. But bonding in small business is a huge problem. Requires bonds if the project is more than $150,000. It used to be the city required all projects over $100,000.
State law mandates that advertising for all contracts be made in a newspaper. I've never seen one or too much in Gypsy's paper or the Weekly Challenger or the Bulletin. Where are these places, where are they being advertised? It's state law.
Mostly the Sunday St. Pete Times. There are bids in there every week.
No, but every bid is supposed to be in there, not just some. So, all right, second part.
I can assure you that the county's advertising is done in a public space. There may be an opportunity for expansion of the media source, but it is in public space.
Back to the government thing. There are issues that minority contractors have on a regular basis being told about bonding. State law requires that no money be distributed by a city or state government unless the bond is posted. In Pinellas County, the last 2 years, there's only been a grand total of 150 bonds posted for all the cities and all the counties. Where is the rest of that? How is that money being distributed when minority contractors are told they have to have their ducks in order, but there's got to be more than 75 contracts being handed out in Pinellas County per year?
And I cannot answer that question because I'm not a procurement officer and I don't run our procurement department. However, I will encourage you to please pose those questions to our procurement director, Joe Laurel, and share those types of questions with our Board of County Commission, because unless we hear what the concerns are.
The Foundation for Healthy St. Pete is sponsoring a housing convening on the 27th of September. Please get in your calendar, be there. I think
Diligently to expand the CAPS program. We are in last phases of talking to Pinellas Technical College.
I guess I should have set a time on that, so I was unfair, so we can do maybe 2 minutes.
I'm primarily working on affordable housing and trying to get.
One more here? All right. Good looking group. And so, we just read
They're going on vacations. They're having nice Christmases. They're engaged in whatever, extracurricular, arts, drama, tennis.
Till we see God, united we will rise. Clap with me, clap, clap, yes sir, clap, clap. G beat on the track, man, and I mean this, it's from the heart. Back and forth to prison, cause my position in the ghetto was wishing my dreams was in my hand, man, instead of so distant. Violent crimes on my record, showing judges I'm reckless. Guess they think I'm rich and young, like Young and the rest.
City side early on. So I know that Attorney Felton is working on that. What's the timeline?
Well, her husband went into surgery this week.
Yeah.
So she had originally planned to have a draft this week, but it's gonna have to be moved to next week. So Nikki kind of asked us to get it in the one community slate of recommendations by the end of August, which we should still be able to do.
The plan, I think, is that it will go before council around the end of September. So if we're around mid-September, we should still be fine. The actual city plan phase 2 will drop. So if we're delayed a little bit.
Next update. Our next update will be from Deacon Will, Good News by Youth Anchors Media Group. Next step's an adjournment phase, but we're not going to do that. We're going to ask your permission to go until 8 o'clock. Is it all right if we go to 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay.